The world is our mirror, and I'm going to share with you how it works. Tune in. Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name's Fola, and here on Deep Mind Squared, we talk all things bridging mental wellness and spirituality for nurses. In today's video, I wanted to share with you about this concept that the world is our mirror. And as our mirror, we encounter all the different people and behaviors and things that we might not necessarily like. But there are also times when we mirror the more positive characteristics of ourselves and have that mirrored towards us, which I think is a great thing. Overall, though, the whole concept here is that we are able to learn by encountering and having relationships with others. So in this video, I want to share with you how this works and a bit of things that you can do to support yourself as you wake up to the reality being a mirror. Before we get into all that, I invite you to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you're updated on any future video releases. The thing that stemmed this whole idea for me today was having a recent encounter with a man that had me feeling a bit of this uncertainty about my sexuality and about just how I was showing up in the interaction with him. And I would like to think that I'm a relatively confident person. I guess that's what people tell me I am, but I also mostly feel I just go for what I want and I speak what I want to, and I feel confident most of the time. Obviously, there's those moments where it's like public speaking or, maybe kind of the imposter syndrome and so forth. But overall, I would say I'm a pretty confident person. So this interaction with this guy was a very intimate engagement, we'll put it that way. And I was in this situation where for a period of time, it felt like I was just confident until the face-to-face where it's as though I had no idea what I was doing. Which is, again, kind of unlike me. I tend to be confident and I feel as though I will speak what I want and act for what I want. But at the end of this whole engagement, I remember just being in the state of what am I even what? Just complete fluster. And it wasn't until I had some dream time and I spent some time in a deep kind of contemplative state that it hit me. Oh my God, I was mirroring what he wanted. Just based on some of the relationship dynamics between us, it totally made sense that here was this very confident man who was hoping to engage more within that power dynamic. And here I was showing up knowingly that this was kind of what was the exchange. And I was showing up with this sort of oh, I'm a woman. I don't know what I'm doing. And oh. And again, this is totally not like me. If you know me personally, there are some things that I like to engage in that really highlight the feminine power and that goddess energy. So just this reminder for me of how powerful the world is to mirror to us certain characteristics. Here I was showing up for him in the certain way that he was desiring. And I think overall that this is actually a role that women play almost more intimately than men. Why is that? Is that because we are able to more intuitively connect? I also wonder if it's perhaps just certain people have this sort of, I don't want to call it a gift because I think it's more almost like a role to play within the world. And as I was thinking about this encounter and I was thinking back to all the other times I've had intimate relationships with the masculine, or anytime I've been in a relationship or some type of dynamic or conversation with others, it's as though I play this role. And sometimes I'm left with thoughts of what the hell was that? I've said things that I'm I would never say that. I truly believe that oftentimes we're channeling source and the divine, things just need to come out that person needs to hear. And I've also been on the receiving end of that. I have some people in my life that I know if I'm going to talk with them, they are going to tell me something that I most likely don't want to hear, but because it's them mirroring to me what it is I need to see or know or hear, even if I don't like it. So this reminder for you that even within this whole concept of the world mirroring you as what you need or what you want, or them being a mirror for things about you, it's okay to be in a place of discomfort around it. Acknowledge it as what it is and kind of have some compassion for yourself, like washing it away, cutting it away energetically, because otherwise we can like really perseverate on those sort of negative experiences of like, oh my God, like why did I say that to that person? Oh, like that is not me at all. I should have just like shut up, but like why did I have to say those words? It's like, just trust that that is exactly what that person needed to hear. And this is not to mean like go out and use really disrespectful language and like just, yeah, it's just coming out of me. It's meant to come out. No, like you still have the willpower. What I'm saying is sometimes though, those things are going to just arise out of you. And I probably have like countless encounters with this, so I can't share all the stories. But within my workplace environment and like my personal like relationship life, with my child even, these things happen. And it's about us learning to recognize and be willing to learn about what is it that's coming up within that mirror and how do I start to create the change. So some things that I've done to support myself is a huge part is like the shadow work. If I am mirroring something, and like in this case especially, there was a bit of this like shame and guilt that I had. And I had to really sit within that and like invite those like that shame, that guilt to sit down with me and just have a conversation. Like, why was I feeling that? Like, where was that anxiousness coming from? Why am I being so hard on myself for being a certain way? And it like really helped flip my mindset around like, oh, like, you know what? You put a lot of this on yourself and it's not really a huge deal. Why are you making it such this bigger thing based on, I know for me, it's a lot of times societal pressures or expectation. So again, just hoping that you can find some peace within this, do your shadow work, engage with it, have it also a conversation with that person. If it's someone that you trust, that's my like best way, I guess, of really coming to terms with maybe something I said or something that was said by them, so that I can acknowledge like how I feel and hear how they feel about it as well, if they're able to do that. Because again, not everyone is aware necessarily that these mirrors exist. But see the mirror as an opportunity for personal growth and development, an opportunity for you to really experience that interconnectedness of life within the universe. And know that nothing happens by mistake. Everything is for your divine purpose. So just have that compassion towards yourself as you continue to learn and grow. I hope this video was supportive for you. Feel free to like and share it with anyone that you think might benefit from watching. And I look forward to seeing you all in another video. Take care.